Yeah. Yes. Welcome back. Yes, we are here at the King Vision Podcast. I want to thank each and every one of you who have taken the time out to listen to any of my episodes. I truly appreciate it. Peace and blessings to you. All praises to the Most High for giving us another opportunity to be here today. Okay, now for today's episode, this is episode number 9. Yes, Lord. We are going to talk about, is your house in order? Okay, is your house in order? Now, this is not a theory. This is literally, is your house in order? Okay, now, I know that many of us, maybe we believe in conspiracy theories, maybe we don't. Whether you do or whether you don't, that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, how many of us have what we need in our households in case of a disaster? Okay? Now, when I say have what we need, do you have an emergency pack just in case something happens? Okay? This is real life. Because I know a lot of us, we can rely on calling 911 if something happens, but how many of us know how to do CPR and can handle a first aid kit? Okay? How many of us are prepared if the power went out? Do you have enough food and water to last you 3 to 5 days? Okay, this is real life. So I really want you all to think about this. And if you don't, I really want y'all to take the precautions and the necessary steps to make sure that your house is in order. Because we do not know where things may go at any time. All right? Generators, flashlights, candles. These are all things that you should have in your house just in case something happens. Okay? Non-perishable foods. Okay? Canned goods. You should have a 3-day supply. All right? To make sure that you're good. All right? Everyone in the house should have at least a gallon of water. Okay? 1 gallon of water per day can last for several days per person. And that could be used for sanitation purposes and for drinking. All right? Emergency kit. Do you have a first aid kit? Okay. Do you have sanitizer? Do you have soap? Now, I know because of the pandemic, which is another reason why I wanted to do this episode, because a lot of us didn't expect COVID to happen in the first place, but to take up as much time out of our lives as it has. So who knows what the next pandemic could bring, right? We may not be so lucky to just walk around with masks. Do you have a dust mask or a gas mask, right? Do you have one of those? Okay. Do you have a whistle? Now they're gonna say, I know you're gonna laugh. What would you need a whistle for? If something happened and you can't yell and you need to get help, a whistle could come in handy. Do you have a local map? Now, if the generator, if the electricity goes out, now I know a lot of everybody, not just a lot of us, every single one of us rely on our cell phones a little too much, including myself, right? To the point where how many of us still know how to get around without GPS? How many of us still remember numbers to call people? Remember, most of us don't even have landlines anymore. It's tough for you to find payphones now. So everything is cell phone based. So now generators go out. You don't have a cell phone because your cell phone died. How are you going to get around? How do you know what street is north, south? How do you know these things? Do we have a local map? Do you have a map in your house? Okay. A battery hand cranked radio. I know it's old school. It's the thing that probably doesn't exist anymore. But again, Without technology, you got to take it back to the old school. These are the things that are going to come in handy during this time. Okay? Of course, you need towels, toilet paper, garbage bag, duct tape. All of these things to make sure that you're able to be to have good sanitation if something was to happen, right? Do you have a wrench and pliers to make sure that you could turn certain utilities off? Okay, do you have protection? All right, do you have, and when I say protection, the Second Amendment, you have the right to bear arms. Do you have the right essentials to protect your house? There are many different situations that could bring about anything these days. So, again, I ask you, is your house in order? Are you able to fend for self? Are you able to protect your family? You have to think about these things. I know it's not something that people like to talk about. I know it could be borderline conspiracy theorists. I get it. Trust me, I do. But at the end of the day, this is a real life question. This is a real life situation that can happen at any time. So you gotta have your stuff together. And again, this is not just for, this is for anybody. And when I say any, I mean this could be for somebody in South America. This could be for somebody in Africa. This is not only for people in America, but we in America need to be a little more self-reliant and stop relying on the government and stop relying on other companies or other situations or local law enforcement, which we see they not really for us anyway. And again, I'm not trying to make this heavy political. I'm not trying to make this heavy anti-government. We're not trying to get the show shut down, right? I'm just being real, okay? Make sure that your house is in order. You need bare essentials to make sure that you can live. You need batteries. You have extra batteries, okay? Do you have flashlights? You got your candles? Do you have the first aid kit, as I said before? Make sure that your house is in order. Okay? That's it for the King Vision podcast. I just needed to do that quick episode on food, water, and supplies. Make sure that you have that for your house, for your children, for the elders, for those. Walkie-talkies. Okay? Have the plan. Have a plan together so that people know where to go at a specific time. Listen, have it all together. It's important. It's important. Okay? It is very, very important, my people. All right? So, peace and blessings across the land once again. Excuse me. Peace and blessings across the land once again. I appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in. Again, send the feedback and suggestions to the King Vision Podcast at gmail.com. I appreciate you for taking your time out to listen. Is your house in order? Let's get it in order, people. That's a part of greatness. Making sure everything's in order. All right. All praises to the Most High. Greatness is a process. You gotta work. Bless up them. And we out.